Continuing on with creating logical dimensions with level-based hierarchies. The next step is to now create the market dimension table in the business model. We'll perform this action by clicking on the market table, selecting the create logical dimension, and then click level-based hierarchies. So you will notice that we have another hierarchy created, and we'll rename this to H3 market. This takes care of creating the hierarchies, and the next step will now show you the additional steps of setting aggregation content for logical table sources. To set aggregation content for logical table sources, we'll begin with doing so with a time dimension table. You expand the default time dimension table, then expand sources, and the logical table source 1 time, we will double click the LTS1 time logical table source to open the logical table source dialog box. On the next screen, we want to click on the content tab, which in this case is already pre-selected for us, and we want to confirm that aggregation content group by is set to logical table source, and the logical level is set to time detail for the H3 time detail, H4 time detail table. So we have the logical dimension, which is H4 time, and the logical level is time detail. These are the confirmations that we want to make when we get to this screen. Once those confirmations have been made, the next step is to click OK to close the logical table source dialog box. Repeat the steps to verify or set content settings for the remaining logical table sources, that is for the D3 market dimension table and D2 product tables. So we'll go ahead and expand the market sources, double click on the logical table source. We want the aggregation content group by should be at the logical level, and then the logical level in this part should show market detail. Then we'll click OK. We'll do the same verification on the product D2 dimension table. The aggregation content group by should be logical level, and the logical level should be product detail. And then we'll click OK. Collapse and collapse to make it look a little bit more legible. At this point, we want to save the repository and check global consistency. We will have to fix any errors or warnings before proceeding. You will also notice that you did not have to make any changes to the presentation layer up to this point. So we'll save the repository by clicking on the save icon. Do you wish to check global consistency? Yes. Consistency check didn't find any errors, warnings, or best practice violations. So we'll click OK. And then we'll close the repository and leave the administration tool open. And this concludes creation of the logical dimension hierarchies with level-based measures. Next, we will have to test your work. We'll return to the Fusion middleware control and load the Paint repository. If you need help, review steps from earlier in this lab which demonstrate how to load the repository to the Oracle BI server. So we'll go ahead and click on Enterprise Manager, login as WebLogic administrative user, expand Business Intelligence, click on Core Application. This will take a few moments. You'll click on Deployment, then the sub-tab Repository, and then click Log and Edit Configuration. Log and Edit Configuration was completed successfully. You click Close, then you browse, select the paint.rpd, click Open, and type in the password, admin123. apply, increments the default RPD, and then click on activate changes. This also usually takes a few moments. Activate changes completed successfully. Click close. Then restart to apply recent changes. On the overview page, we'll click restart again. Are you sure you want to restart all BI components? Yes. This will also take a few more moments. Restart all completed successfully. We'll click close. And then we'll return to the Oracle Business Intelligence Analytics after we've successfully uploaded the RPD into the Oracle BI server. Then we'll click on Analytics. Then we'll log into the Analytics. Click on Sign In. And then you click on Home. And at this point, what we want to do is we want to make sure that all the hierarchies we've created are functioning. And the only way to find out is to create an analysis to test the different type of hierarchies that we've created. We will create a simple report using two columns, brand from the products table and dollars from the fact table. We'll create analysis. Click on Analysis, Paint, then we'll go to Product, double click on Brand, expand the fact table, double click on Dollars. Results. This is a simple display of the results. Now we want to click on the enterprise brand and verify that we can drill down through the hierarchy to see the revenue data at each level. This demonstrates that the hierarchies that we created work. Return to the criteria, clear the selected columns, and test another field from the time dimension table. Then let's select dollars and then results, and then we want to be able to see if we can drill down into any one of these grade years provided here. I'm going to click on 6. You will notice that we've drilled down from the year level to the quoted description, and we want to drill one more time, and then we've drilled from quarter to month, then we'll go ahead and drill down some more, and then we'll have an additional drill down with day number of week, and we can drill down even further, and it will give a specific time that each transaction was carried out. This also shows us that the time dimension hierarchies created work as expected. You may return to the criteria and clear the selected columns. At this point, you can repeat the steps to test the market dimension table and verify that you can drill down through the different hierarchies created for the market hierarchy. Once that verification has been done, you can then sign out of the Oracle BI and by clicking on sign out. And if you're prompted to confirm that you want to leave this message, yes, you click leave page, and that successfully signed you out of the Oracle Business Intelligence Analytics.